And mute you all. Morning, Effie.
Morning.
Morning. So just one more time, I don't know how you've been experiencing heat. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. It will impact you. The heat can stress you, so stress your body. So just listen to what's going on. It may be that you're absolutely fine and it's no problem at all. But the deep poses, the twisting, the warrior, those will really build heat. So if you've been experiencing a lot of uncomfortable heat, then maybe you choose to come out. The vinyasa flow, of course, is there to build heat. Maybe you just choose to come into child's pose or a down dog. So listen to what's happening, listen to how you feel, and go with it. Okay, so let's come to a comfortable seated position. Use this moment. I was just saying to everyone else as well that I'm going to be quite quiet today because I'm feeling like I've got COVID, frankly. Should be very cross if the test is negative later. Anyway, so I will be quiet. Press down through your shins and your feet and your sit bones. Feel that landing into the ground. And from this place, just lengthen through your spine, broaden through your collarbones. Draw your chin towards your chest, your throat. So draw your chin in, lengthen through the back of your neck. Close your eyes and come into your Ujjayi breathing. In through your nose and out through your nose, just settling into the space. Deep, deep breath. Regular, rhythmic, slow breath, that whispering at the back of the throat. Deep, deep breath. Take right ear down to right shoulder, right hand over left ear. Extend your left arm long, take it behind you, external rotation in your left shoulder, and just find where you may need a bit of a stretch through the left side of your neck. Breathe in. As you breathe out, place your right hand under your right ear, lift your head tall. Take left ear down to left shoulder, left hand over right ear. Extend your right arm, external rotation, and then place the hand behind you. And just explore where maybe you could do with a little bit of stretch through the right side of your neck. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push your head up tall. Inhale, draw your shoulders up towards your ears, peels the shoulders back and drop them down your back. Inhale, up and forward. Exhale, open, down and back. One more time. Inhale, up and forward. Exhale, open in your chest, down and back. Take your right hand over your left knee. Left hand towards the ceiling. Inhale, grow tall in your spine. Exhale from your lower back, your mid back. Place your left hand on the floor and rotate. Inhale, you lengthen, root down to rise up. And exhale, rotate. Inhale, come back to center. Place left hand on right knee, extend right arm. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale from low back, mid back, upper back, rotate. Inhale, root down, rise up through the spine and rotate. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And inhale back to center. Walk your hands forward. Pull your belly in against your spine. Inhale, inhale. Drop the crown of your head down towards the floor. Release through your neck. Draw your chin in towards your chest and then just let go. Broaden your collarbone. Let go, nod your head, shake your head, just letting go. Letting go of the thoughts, just coming into your listening body. Pull belly in against spine. And as you exhale, slowly roll up through your spine. If you're on a block, remove your block and come to your tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck your toes. Pull belly into spine, tailbone long, find your neutral, and then just lift your knees a couple of centimeters, press down more through your hands. That bend in your elbows so you're not hyperextending. Press down through the ball mound of the toes, and then release your knees down and tap your toes out, tap them up. One more time, tuck your toes. Pull belly in against spine, lengthen, draw your lower ribs in, feel the tightening of the belt of your waist. Press down, draw in, integrate everything hugging into the center, just waking your body up. And lower your knees down, tap your feet out. Extend your left leg long. Draw up through the muscles of the hamstrings, press out through your heel, draw into your gluteal fold, press down through the ball mound of your left foot and the shin of your right. Reach out through your left heel. Energize, draw into the center line, draw your belly in, ribs in, extend your right arm long. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, draw elbow, knee to nose, curling into the back. And inhale, extend arm and leg long. Exhale, draw elbow, knee to nose. Inhale and extend long. Place your right hand down, your left knee down. Extend through your right leg, root down more through the shin and your big toe. Energize, activate the muscles of your right leg. Float your right leg up. Float your left arm up. Hold there for a moment, integrating into the center, pushing down more now through your right hand and your left shin. Breathe in. Breathe out, draw elbow, knee to nose. Breathe in and extend long. Elbow, knee to nose, breathe out. Breathe in, extend long. Last time, elbow, knee to nose. Breathe out. Breathe in, extend long. Place hand and shin back to the mat. Deep, deep breath. Walk your hands forward, just maybe one hand length. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Walk your dog, just feel how it is in your body this morning. Pressing out through the heels. Draw belly in against spine. Scaffolding your lower back by drawing your belly in. It's buttressing, creating your neutral spine. Because gravity will want to pull your belly down. So send your tailbone to the wall behind you and belly up and in, creating that beautiful energized spine. Anytime you get a sag in your spine, you're just dissipating the energy. So that energize right from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Just drop the crown of your head towards the floor. That we just want the energy to flow out of the crown of the head here. Nod your head, shake your head. Bring your feet together, come onto your toes. Onto your toes, bend your knees, press your heels down towards the floor. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Press your heels down towards the floor, hands pressing down and forward. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Extend your right leg behind you. Bend your upper knee, right foot over to the left. Big yawn on your right side, deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right foot to the mat. Extend your left leg behind you. Bend your upper knee, stack your pelvis, draw your tailbone into the center line. Deep, deep breath, hug leg muscles to bone. Square your hips. Step your left foot to between your hands. Right foot joins ragdoll front of the mat. Lift your 10 toes. Press down through the ball mound, root down through the heel. Let go through the crown of your head. Hug leg muscles into bone. Spiral inner ankles back, inner thighs. Energize your legs, the flow over your pelvis. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Keep your elbows bent. Press the fist up towards the ceiling. And now straighten your elbows. Rinsing the shoulders, drawing away from your ears. Deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Slowly, slowly as you inhale, rising up, gently, gently, one vertebra at a time, extended mountain. look up, lift up. Upper arm bones back. Forward fold, swan dive forward, hinging from the hips, let go. Press all the air out as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, energize your spine from your abdominals, lift up. So there's a hollow in your belly. Exhale, forward fold, let go. Connect with your breath. Inhale, root down, rise up from the pelvis, root down from the feet, draw up, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, swan dive forward. Finding the movement, bend your knees, drape your torso over your thighs, let go through the crown of your head, halfway lift, inhale. Find the flow, exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, rolling up through your spine, extended mountain. Maybe a slight back bend, look up, lift up, arms back. Exhale, swan dive forward. Press the air out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Set your drishti looking between your hands, step back. Integrate into the center, belly drawing in against spine. Pelvis in line with the shoulders, in line with the heels, you are a plank shape. Inhale, exhale, drop your knees, release through the feet, and allow the chest to drop down between the hands. Maybe take the hands wider, depending on the breadth of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Activate your legs, energize kneecap, drawing up off mat. Inhale, lengthen breastbone forward, tailbone back, and gently rise in your cobra. Exhale, forward fold, turn nose to mat. Inhale, cobra. Maybe you choose to lift your hands from your belly, from your abdominals, draw in. Squeeze your glute muscles together, holding from the pelvis, rooting down through the pelvis to lift your body, the upper body. Place your hands on the mat, exhale, drop your chin to the floor. Maybe you want a light locust now. So draw into the center, press the pelvis down, inhale, lift your breastbone, float your hands, float your legs, a gentle locust. Just feel the floating movement of the arms and the legs, the upper torso, and lower yourself down. Exhale, inhale, hold. Exhale, press back to your child's pose. Open your knees wide. Allow the belly to drop down towards the mat. Lengthen your spine, experience the breath. Forearms on the mat, fingers are spread. You can always come back to this pose at any time in the practice. Like I said, I don't know how you've been experiencing the heat, maybe not, maybe you have, but this is available to you at any point in the practice. Deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Deep, deep breath. Press down more through your feet and your hands. Get that feeling of drawing into center. So you are building a fire in your center and core, but I'd like you to sort of be in control of that. Be in control. How hot are you going to make it? Breathe out. Press all the air out. Bend the knees, come onto your toes, and then hop or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Look up, lift up. Spark your fingers. Hands to a prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left leg back, left knee down. Runner's lunge, right side. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Lift the toes of your front foot. Feel like you want to scissor the inner thighs past one another, lifting you up through the center of your pelvis. Deep breath. Exhale, place your hands either side of your front foot. Step your back foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Look up, lift up. Exhale, hands to a prayer, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot down, left foot forward. Right knee down, runner's lunge, right side. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Engage, press down through the left foot, the right shin. Draw, scissor the inner thighs past one another. Lengthen your waist. Lighten your torso. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step back to your down dog. Deep, deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Nod your head, shake your head. Just dropping into the present moment. Any thoughts, just let them go, let them flow. Have thought, but not doing thought. Not making lists, not analyzing, not judging, not throwing yourself forward into the future with expectation, anticipation, and not dwelling in the past, just here in your body in this moment. Take this moment to watch the water flow under the bridge, this present moment, this continuous present. Bend your knees. Come onto your toes, walk or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Extended mountain, inhale, inhale, inhale. Hands to a prayer, forward folds, complete the breath, press all the air out. Halfway lift, energize your spine line. Step your right leg back, right knee down, runner's lunge. Inhale, inhale. Now drop the pelvis down towards the mat. Take your left knee forward of your toes. Feel that stretch through your right hip flexor. Still feel like you want to scissor the inner thighs past one another, drawing up through the back of your right leg into your right glute. Energize the back of your leg. Release hands down to the mat. Step right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Gently, gently extend in mountain, looking to just keep it cool in our movement. Exhale, prayer, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step left foot back, left knee down, runner's lunge, left side. This time allow the right knee to drop forward over right toes. Draw in, hug in from the pelvis, the back of the hamstrings, inner thighs. Support the integration into your abdominals. Exhale, hands either side of your right foot. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Deep, deep breath, deep breath. This moment, find your down dog, land the pose. Focus your drishti, 2 eyes, 1 point, and come into your breath. Deep, deep breath in the practice to explore being in this moment and just letting go of the other stuff. Bring your feet together, extend your right leg behind you. 3-leg dog, come onto the toes of your left leg, take your right foot over to the left. Option to flip your dog or stay in 3-leg dog. So option to flip dog, bring your feet into parallel, press down through the hands and the feet. Open chest, pelvis to the ceiling. Maybe take your right hand behind your skull, just holding your neck there, depending how secure you feel in your vertebra of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your high plank. Right hand down. Feet are together. Flip your heels over to the right. Side plank, right side, left hand to the ceiling. Left hand reaches forward towards the front wall. Place it on the mat. Come back to your downward facing dog. Deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, extend your left leg behind you. You're working with breath and a movement to explore, to open space, but we're doing it generously, carefully. Come onto your toes of your right leg. Option to stay here or to flip your dog. Pressing down through both feet in parallel, toes to 12 o'clock. Press down through hands and feet, opening breastbone, hips to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Place left hand on the mat. You're in high plank. Feet are together. Flip heels to the left. Press down through left hand. Extend right hand to the ceiling. Inhale, take your right hand over, reaching towards the front wall. Option to drop your left knee to the mat to scale down. Come back to your high plank and press back to your down dog. Deep, deep breath. Just opening, bend your knees as much as you need to, create the length in your spine, pull belly in, lift your lower ribs. Come onto your toes, straighten your legs, hamstrings towards the ceiling, and then press your heels down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they don't touch, we're just creating space through the back of the legs, feeling the opening, the fizz of energy through the muscle fibers. Inhale. And exhale. Extend your right leg behind you. Inhale, step it between your hands, crescent lunge, right side. Crescent lunge, right side, onto the toes of your left foot. Lift up, lift up. Look up. Bring your left hand forward, right hand back in a rotated crescent lunge. Left fingers are reaching to the front wall, right fingers to the back wall. Take your left hand to the floor next to your right foot and just come into a gentle twist. Inhale and exhale, drawing your pelvis into the center line. Be sure to press down through your left toe mound. Deep, deep breath. Press down through your front foot and slowly, carefully come back to your crescent lunge. Deep breath in, breathe out. Bring your hands to a prayer at your heart center. Twisted crescent lunge, take your left elbow to your right thigh, or again, place your left hand on the mat, right hand to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. This may not be for you if you've been feeling hot and stressed by the weather. Then certainly scale it down, placing your left hand on the floor. Look down, come up and around, warrior two. Extended side angle. Root down through the floor. Take your right elbow towards your knee. Or maybe better still, place your right hand on the floor. Pressing the upper arm into your right thigh and take your left hand to the ceiling. Deep, deep breath, exploring the movement, working from the pelvis. Inhale and exhale. Frame your front foot, spin on the back toes, step back to your high plank. Come into low plank. Cobra or up dog, your choice today, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog, or maybe you choose to go straight to down dog, or maybe you pause in your child's pose. Deep, deep breath, slowly through the practice, just working with our bodies. Extend your left leg behind you. Inhale, step it forward between your hands, crescent lunge, give yourself time. Create quality in the movement, but we're not rushing. We're not rushing. Inhale and exhale. Right hand forward, left hand back, rotate. Rotate the spine, taking the breastbone towards the side wall. Taking your gaze over your back hand, press down more through the feet. Engage more through the leg muscles, create that stability. Come back to center, extend your arms overhead, crescent lunge. Inhale, bring your hands to a heart center, come onto the long diagonal. Exhale, twist, right elbow over left thigh. Or maybe take your right hand down to the floor and extend your left hand to the ceiling. Inhale, you lengthen. Energize your back leg. Don't let it go to sleep. Don't let it find its own shavasana at this point. Look down, come up and around, warrior two. Not a long hold in the warrior two, so find that warrior two. Receive that pose. Extended side angle, left elbow on your left thigh, or maybe take it down to the floor, tent your fingers or your hand to a block. Deep, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step your back foot to the top of the mat, ragdoll, top of the mat. Deep, deep breath. Heel toe, your feet just hip width apart. And come to gorilla pose. So stand sole of foot on the palm of your hand, just massaging your wrists with your toes, rooting down. Now you can feel the root down through the ball mound into your hand. Inhale, halfway lift, belly in, your knees are bent, your torso drips over your thighs. You exhale and let go, crown of the head to the mat. Bring your torso towards your toe line, feel the weight drop into the ball mound, press down more through the ball mound. You could now slip a piece of paper under your heels. From this point, hug leg muscles into bone and send your hamstrings heavenward, and then stomp down through your heels, energizing your legs, creating that sthira sukha, the contrast in the power, the strength of the lower body, and the freedom, the ease, and the upper body. Through the crown of the head, from the shoulders up, completely relaxed, the jaw, your gaze, the muscles of your face, everything pouring out through the crown of your head. Just take a moment in this pose. Feel this moment, what's happening in your body. Are you equally rooted down through right and left leg? Just still responding to the messages coming from your body. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. If you are feeling in the power of the pose, then please come into crow, or take your feet wide and come into a squat malasana. Deep, deep breath. In your squat or in your crow. In your crow, drawing into the center. Your weight is forward, your gaze slightly forward. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Release your hands. Everyone find their way to a squat. So maybe you go through your vinyasa flow. If you've been in crow, join us in the squat. If you've been in squat, place your hands on the floor. You might want to release slowly, slowly come up. You might want the help, the assistance of your hands, depending where you are today. Listen to your body. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Heel toe your feet together so the hip width apart. Inhale, come to chair pose. Eagle right side, right leg over. Right arm under. Or you can just place one elbow on top of the other, whatever works for you. Deep, deep breath. Settle your gaze, settle your drishti. Breathe out, breathe in, extended mountain. Eagle left side, left leg over. Left arm under. Settle your gaze. Settle your gaze. Good. Looking to stack the head over the chest, over the pelvis, over your standing heel. Can you tuck your toes behind your ankle? Good. Oh, good go, Megan. Inhale and extended mountain. Deep, deep breath. Arms long by your side, Samastitihi. Left hand by your ear. External rotation in your right hand. Take hold, if you can, on the inside of your right foot or ankle, setting up for dancers. Deep, deep breath, knees are in parallel. Inhale, root down through the standing leg. Exhale, tighten the bow, reaching forward. Find the breath, cooling gaze. It takes you out of the reaction, the heat causing reaction. You'll still find your coolness working from your center, not overpowering your center. Inhale, exhale, come to standing. Try and keep your leg lifted and draw your right foot into tree pose, pressing against your left calf muscle. You can feel the engagement of your inner left thigh. That'll take it into the pelvis, the lengthening through both sides of the waist. Hands at a prayer, just hold hands at a prayer for the moment. Come into your tree pose. Receive the pose, the breath, the steadiness. Take hold of your right ankle. Release, still standing on your left leg. Aeroplane, come into aeroplane. Right leg extended behind you. Promise this is the last bit of balance. Bend your left knee and gently step your right foot back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Triangle. Send your hips back. Take your left hand down to your shin. Root down through your feet. Draw the power up from the floor. Send your lower shoulder forward so your spine is parallel to the floor, and make sure you're not locking out into that front knee. So slight bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Rotate back foot. So we're now in a pyramid. You may want to step your back foot in just a little way. So setting up the pyramid, hands frame your front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Press down equally through both feet. Hug leg muscles into bone equally. And then allow your forehead to drop down towards your shin. Send your left hip back, right hip forward. That juggle, that game of tango in your pelvis, squaring your pelvis to the front of the mat. Inhale, drop your right knee to the floor. Crescent lunge, runner's lunge. Extend your arms overhead. Look up, lift up. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step back foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Dancers, left side, right hand extended. External rotation, take hold of the inside of your left foot, ankle. Draw your knees into parallel. Press down through the standing leg, power in your standing leg. Breathe in, breathe out, tighten your bow, flex forward. Set your eyes, two eyes, 1 point. Steady gaze, steady gaze, steady breath. Drop into your breath. Be here, breathe here. Come back to standing. Keep your leg lifted, tree on the left side, right hand to your waist. As you place the left sole of the foot into your right thigh, squeeze muscles into your thigh, and then place your hands in a prayer. Just hold it there in a prayer. Steady gaze, steady, steady gaze. Really working to stay cool in this practice with the breath, with the ease of movement. Take hold of your left ankle. Keep the balance. Let go of the ankle, aeroplane, left side. Press out through the heel. Hinge forward at the hips like cobra. Breastbone slightly lifted forward. Bend your standing leg and slowly drop your left foot to the mat into your crescent lunge. Crescent lunge. From crescent lunge, exhale, come into your warrior two. From warrior two, inhale, come to triangle. Stack your hips, draw your tailbone in, lower lung forward, upper lung back. Send your gaze to the ceiling, drawing your pelvis into the center line. Deep, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step your back foot in slightly, setting up the pyramid, pelvis square to the front of the mat. Energize both legs, lift all 10 toes, spread the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, allow the crown of the head to drop down towards the floor. Deep, deep breath, really opening in your pelvis. Sending the right hip back, left hip forward. Drawing into the center. Particularly the back leg, stomp down, use the muscles of your back leg. Come into your runner's lunge, left knee down. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step back into your high plank, and then lower all the way down, all the way down. Locust pose, interlace your fingers behind your back. Coming from your center, draw into your center line, your abdominals, squeeze into the glutes, the inner thighs. We know where the strength comes from. Inhale, lengthen breastbone forward, reach out through the tailbone, allow the chest and the legs to float. So feeling of floating up, not overworking it. The work is coming from the center. Your jaw is relaxed, your gaze is relaxed. Release through the chin, the legs. Turn your cheek to one side and just rock your hips side to side. Inhale, press down through the hands, come into your cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Setting up for bridge. You could have a restorative bridge if you prefer. You could have a block under your hips, or you come into more regular bridge. Your feet are under your hips, your shoulders are broad. Press down through the bullman, lift your toes. Inhale. Exhale, scoop into your belly. Press the lumbar spine into the mat, imprint into the mat, and roll up through the vertebra. One at a time. Send tailbone long, knit lower ribs down, pull your belly in. Energize the back line. Chin towards your chest. Maybe you choose to interlace your fingers under your back. Maybe you choose to have robot arms, the fingertips reaching towards the ceiling, but really feel that you're pressing down through your upper arms and your shoulder blades, and your throat is relaxed. Deep breath. Breathe in, come into your full expression of your bridge pose. Roll down through your spine. Butterfly pose, left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly, soles of the feet together. Coming back into your breath, notice your breath. Regulate your breath. Ujjayi breath, slow and rhythmic. Your gaze, notice your gaze. Notice where your thoughts are at. If you're doing thinking, stop doing thinking. Thinking will happen, but take your mind to the listening for what's going on in your body. Draw your tabletop tape behind your thighs, create the resistance between hands and thighs. Inhale, exhale, lift head, neck and shoulders. Draw belly into spine and just start that gentle rock and roll. So just over your lower back, just to prove to yourself you've got the curve in your lower back. Belly must be drawn in to keep that curve. When you know you've got the curve in your lower back, then you can go rolling backwards and forwards, come into your full rock and roll. And then come to sitting at the top of the mat. Let's just do one quick boat pose. So press out through your feet. Your hands are behind your knees, tall in your spine, open in your collarbone. Release the hands. Relaxed in your jaw and your breath. If that is the case, and you know you can extend your legs, give it a go. Extend your legs, but keep relaxed in your face and your jaw. And then release your feet down to the mat. Rolling down through your spine, setting up for an inversion. It could be a waterfall, resting your pelvis on the block, or it could be a shoulder stand. Shoulder stand, take your feet over your head. Come into plow. Draw your elbows into the center. Fingers facing up towards the sit bones. Then extend your legs long. Activate your legs. So the mind might be slightly disorientated, but you're working from the upper arms, the shoulders, get that connection through the floor to draw up into your core. The core now is working with the floor. So you have that energy flow up and down your spine. As you connect, you may be able to send your tailbone higher and bring your legs right over your pelvis. That energy now is going to travel up your inner thighs. Press the sole of the feet to the ceiling. And as you create that energy line, you may be able to walk the palm of your hand slightly further down towards the floor. So you create that straightness in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, come into plow if you've been in shoulder stand. If you've been in waterfall, bend your knees, release the block. Gently roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Extend your left leg, draw your right thigh in towards your chest. Shift over towards the right, pelvis over towards the right. Take right knee over to the left, supine twist, just the last pose. But again, we are in the discipline of being energized through the feet, through the legs, into the core, and from the core out to the extremities, the hands, the feet, the arms, the legs, not letting go of this movement of energy from periphery to center and core. Come back to the center. Hug your left knee in, extend your right, shift the pelvis over to the left. Left knee over to the right, looking over left shoulder. That rotation in the spine is the sum of the parts of the vertebra. So looking to mobilize each vertebra to get that full expression, this rotation in your spine. That's why it's the last move. Really, rotation is a big move for your spine. Inhale, exhale, release Shavasana, deep rest, deep rest. It's not a going to sleep, it's a letting go. You're falling awake into your body. Shavasana, the most important pose. The most important pose for connecting with just being. The just being, which is the point of yoga, coming out of all that stuff which goes into our head, which seems to control us externally. Why don't we just be? Be and let be. Noticing the changes in your body, the rhythm of your heartbeat, your breath, the ebb and flow, tingle in your feet and your wrists. You fully opened up, fully expanded, moved in every direction, forwards, backwards, sideways, and around. Spine is loose and energized, mobilized. The vertebral disc fully pumped up. Leave the mat taller. Leave the mat more grounded, more centered. Better access to your being, the center of you. Cooler. Start to wriggle your fingers and toes. Bring one knee into your chest and then the other, or if you can stay in Shavasana, by all means, stay there. Just rock side to side. Self first, not selfish, but self first, so that you can give more to others. Extend your right arm above your head, roll onto your right side. Connect deeply with yourself in this original pose, your first pose. Push yourself up to sitting. Maybe your eyes are still closed. Soft gaze from the back of your skull to the inside center of your forehead. The muscles of your jaw are soft. Your body is energized, connected, center and core, the length of the spine. Open in your hips. Extend your arms overhead. Breathe in. Prayer above your head. Draw your thumbs down to your heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, bring your thumbs to your forehead center. That place of being, just touch in. If you need to remind yourself in the day, where it is quietest place, just put your thumbs against your forehead center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Well done, Annie and Jessica and Nicola. Nicola was with me last night as well. Bye. Bye, Aoife. Aoife, I can't hear, sorry.
Thank you.
I hope you feel better soon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, me
Thank
too.
you.
Meant to be a big
Bye.
family gathering.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Take care. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Emma. Bye.
Bye, Annie.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Annie.